Good morning, everyone. 皆さんおはようございます。上白大使です。Translator, the translator, 上白大使 here. Hope you're doing well today. 皆さん今日はいかがお過ごしでしょうか？ We are here with more translation. Hold on, let me just... Yep, okay. With more translation. 今日もまた翻訳しに来たんです。Today might be a bit of a shorter stream because we are actually almost done. 今日はちょっと割と短めかもしれない。なんかもうすぐ終わるという感じなんですよね。これ。even though the cursor, even though the, I don't know what you call this, even though it's in the middle, there's actually like shit at the bottom. that's not it. これは中ほどポジションにいるんですけど、下の方でなんか関係ねえやついっぱいあるんで、今日は割と早めに終わるかもしれない。So we might end a bit earlier today. Or we might digress a lot and it might be the same time. I don't know. あるいはまた他の寄り道をして、なんか他の関係ねえ話をして、同じ時間で終わるかもしれない。ようわからん。はい。というわけで、やりましょう。And another thing is, you might hear rain in the background because it's raining hard. で、また、今日は雨が強いので、雨の音も聞こえるかもしれない。あと、and also the rain is giving me a bit of a sniffy nose, so that's happening. あと、その雨のせいでね、なんか鼻がちょっと積んでる。ごめんな。あらかじめごめんな。Sorry in advance. Alright, let's get started. というわけで始めよう。So last time we were like this, はい、ややこしい。ややこしい。頭おかしくなりそう。Yeah, that's confusing. Even I'm having trouble wrapping my mind around it. And that is where we're starting. テロリストが使う重書きはババア経由で元種岡組から横流しで加工し、中身は空砲にしておく。銃っぽい見た目で銃声が鳴れば十分だ。The weapons that we equipped the terrorists with came from Baba helped us 横流しso basically which approach should we go? どっちから始めようか。So the guns came from former Tanioka Gumi. Came from the former Tanioka Gumi's armory. It was Baba who helped them get it. で、隠してくれたのがババでしたという感じなんだけど、どうすんのこのセンテンス What should we do about this sentence? And why am I speaking Japanese? I'm sorry. クライ人日本語喋んないんです。すみません。英語にします。Okay, it's all English. It should be all English. Why am I speaking Japanese? Probably because I didn't get to play Yakuza last week. So sad. I don't want to say shared. Like shared guns, illegal guns is not really something that you go like, hey, I have a few more. Would you want some? Hey, I have a few extra lying around, and you just and the other person goes, hey, if you're offering, thanks. You know, it's not exactly the kind of thing that you share like you share with friends. It's not ice cream. Yokonagashi. I think this is the linchpin. See if there are good translations for this. Diversion, diverted. She's not selling, she's giving it to them though. It's not hitting the black market. Divert. Source. Source. The weapons for the terrorists. From the armory of the former Tanyoka-gumi. And we loaded them with blanks. Okay, I like that. はいはいはい。銃っぽい見た目で銃声になればas long as they look like guns and made gun-like sounds and made gunshot sounds. It was enough. Murlo. Hello, Taishi. Busy week, huh? Thank you for making time for this. No, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Much appreciated. But yes, super busy week. I'm behind on my deadlines. It sucks. Because so much happened last week. So much happened last week, man. Like, so I was, okay, first, partly it was my fault because I was stupid and I binged Loki. I started one episode and I couldn't stop. Then, like, so much happened last week. So all this, so when I'm busy, usually it's not what's happening this week is usually what's happened before, right? Because that's just how schedules work. Last week, I also made that video about mChad. So for other like real-time translators to sort of understand how to use the thing. And then I had to leave the house many times for family thingies. Yeah, and then I had to go, and I went to like a Chinese music concert that I was invited to like ages ago. So I had no time at all last week. Last week was when I had no time, and so now I'm picking up the slack this week. Sucks. Anyways, let's go. It was enough. もちろん、絆もいくらかは稽古する。Of course. We also 稽古 gave them, had them bring along, had the terrors carry a few live rounds. This is very yabai, man. This is very yabai. We're basically now planning a shooting. I hope YouTube doesn't ban this sequence of words put together. But it's a story. That is the story. もしも無力化したテロリストの身体検査をするようなことがあった場合、空砲しか持っていなかったら不自然だから。After all, if any of them were captured and it was and it came to light, they were only carrying blanks that would raise questions. This is unnatural. So the word here is unnatural. So it would be like it would be unnatural for them to be only carrying blanks if they were captured and blah blah blah. in this case, I sort of prefer this being in front. So just now you heard like me saying the alternate way was to sort of put this at the back of the sentence. I prefer to put this at the front because this is the what if. This is setting the what if for the sentence. I sort of prefer this in the front, right? So this is the if then. So if then is the cause and effect. So when this is at the back, you can't just go unnatural. Like and it came to light that they're only carrying blanks. That would be unnatural. You know, the word unnatural doesn't really work there. So it's just normal, usual word replacement thingies. That's what we're doing. Yay. 素人目には空法と実覧区別なんてつかないだろうが念のため。Normal people probably couldn't tell the difference between blanks and actual bullets, but this was just in case. Never knew. Or maybe we should do it. This was just in case, even though normal people probably couldn't tell the difference between blanks and just in case. Yep, okay, I like that. So one thing that I've been sort of challenging myself recently, or that I've been trying to do recently with my translations, is trying to not be so wordy. Like you saw just now, like this sort of stuff, like you can do without it. And how to say? So in Japanese, they like to be wordy. I wouldn't say they like to be wordy. That's just the nature of how it is in Japanese. Like they have a lot of those like so you buy, sono buy, or that toyuwake de, or stuff like that, which are like connecting words. And in English, you don't necessarily need all of them all at once. So one thing that I've been trying to work on recently is trying to sort of make it snappier, make my lines snappier, and get rid of unnecessary things. Hello, Kev Bro. Hello, how are you doing? In Among Us language, shizen equals sus. Sure. If you want to call that, but if you want to learn the actual word, it's ayashi. Okay, it's the ayashi. That's the actual Japanese word that you've probably heard the Hollow members say a lot in their Among Us streams. Ayashi ne, so and so is ayashi ne. So there you go. I'll leave that there for a while, in case anybody comes in. And then they'll go like, what is this? そして最後にセーフティーネット。Last thing to consider was the safety net. みきおちゃんが囚人監視の下で超能力を使い、超能力者であることが露見した場合、これは多分大丈夫だ。We had to make preparations for the possibility of Mikio-chan using her powers in front of the general public and outing herself as an Esper. Thank you. What is this? Sheltering. Oh! Do emotes not work on Google Chat? Because in stream, on the screen right now, the emote didn't show up. Only the shortcut for the emote showed up. How did you even put the emotes there? I don't. How? That's amazing. You have to teach me. Good evening from New York. Good evening, New York. Hi, Haku. Is that a little kitty in a box? It is. Aww. これは多分大丈夫。This was actually did not expect this to be too big an issue actually. Which is a flag. It always is a flag. Everything in this series is a flag. 超水球事件以来、秘密結社アマテラスの警察、マスコミ、政治家への食い込みはずーっとコツコツ進めてきた。すでに侵食度はかなりのもの。みきおちゃんがうっかり聴力を見せてしまっても、相当あからさまで大規模な露見でもない限りもみ消せる。秘密結社アマテラスは日本の中枢に食い込んだやべえ組織なのだ。After the super water sphere incident, we had been diligently making inroads into the Japanese police force, mass media, and politicians. 侵食度 our encroachment the words here make them sound so bad, which I guess that's part of the tuniness. Okay, enough of that. That's slightly bothering me there. That they're just random words down there. Haku, this emote works. So I guess it's the default emotes, they work. But then the not default emotes, they don't work, huh? How does that work? I can't. How did you make the other emote work? I'm very curious right now. I'm very, very curious. Like the other emote worked on. Let me check my own stream. Hold on. Yeah, it works. It works in YouTube chat itself. It just didn't work. It just didn't come through the whole Steam OBS chat thing. I'm very, very curious. 気になります and then do the Hyoka meme. 気になります Our encroachment had made quite a lot of headway right now. We have been diligently making inroads into the Japanese police force, and mass media, and politicians. Our encroachment had made so much headway that even if Mikio-chan accidentally used her powers a little, as long as it wasn't too like wow, ooh, daiki, large scale. Yeah, don't do that. Wasn't too large. Too large scale and exposure-y. I don't know. It's just YouTube things. You're not answering my question. Why are you not answering my question, Haku? Hyoka is good culture. I'm not sure what you mean by good culture, but yes, it was a great anime. I mean, it's one of those series where like the anime is really good, and it makes me really want to read the light novel, but I can never find the time for it. You know, it's just I heard it's really good, and that's the source of the whole ice cream thing, isn't it? Ice cream and then ice cream. I will always remember this. Although I totally forgot what the plot was that led to this, but I still remember this. I don't know why. Large scale and excessive. Excessive wouldn't be the right word here. Blatant or too open, too brazen, overt. There we go. As long as it wasn't too large scale and overt, we could reliably momikes. Smother it up. Hush it up. Yes, there we go. Hush it up. 秘密結社アマテラスは日本の中枢に食い込んだやべえ組織なんだ。The secret organization Amaterasu was see, it used the word soshiki twice. Himitsu okay, it didn't. Himitsu the secret organizer, we're gonna have to use the word twice. I don't like that. Is a here. So it's sort of like this. Secret organization Amaterasu was a yabe organization that had kuikomu, that had a eroded or that had most of Japan's influential powers in its pocket. Okay, so that's sort of the general idea of what it's saying. Now let's clean this up a little so that we don't have to double organization and we can take away the yabe. Let's see, what kind of definition is this yabe doing here? Also, the author technically didn't finish the story. Oh really? Oh, that's sad. I mean, Hyoka is a whole story, is it? I never knew. I mean, I thought it's just sort of like a slice of life, and they just have cases one after the other. But there's like an overarching story, is it? Mystery series. Kotenbu. Anyways, unknown publishing. I don't know. Never mind. Was a terrifying? It wouldn't really be terrifying. A dark. Nah, that's not that. That's Tsukuyomi. It's mostly character narrative. Lots of good development. I like to see character development. I always do. Very, very, very nice. Damn. Is there a good word for this? Yeah, bye. Crap. Insane. Extreme. Not quite. So not quite. All of these are not quite. Dangerous, maybe. Dangerous is the closest. So let's look for good synonyms for dangerous. You might hear the sound of rain, as I said at the start of the stream. There's rain, so it's raining. It's raining really hard. There's a typhoon in Hong Kong right now, so you'll probably hear the sound of rain, and the rain is making me sniffle a little bit. So you hear me hemming and sniffing a little bit. Sorry about that. Fiendish. If you don't like repeating the word, why don't you just remove a part of the sentence? The secret organization had eroded something like that. Do you not like it, or the meaning changes too much? Does the word sketchy work here? Sketchy works very well. I love it. So yeah, probably I'll probably have to do this. 多分これ. Yeah, I probably have to do this. So we sort of lose the this part of the sentence. How about that? How about that? Amaterasu was a secret, sketchy organization that had most of Japan's influential powers in its pocket. I sort of like that. I sort of like that. Yay. Ooh, I like vicious. Vicious, not quite. I do love the word vicious also. It's just so visceral, isn't it? That the word like vicious. Vicious. Yeah, I like the word, but it doesn't quite fit here. But yes. So してテロリストイベントの準備をそうしてテロリストイベントの準備を終え、みきおちゃんが冬休みを控えた半端な時期に芦野原学園中等部1年生として編入し、中学デビューを迎える。その滑り出しは可もなく不可もなくだった。As our preparations for the terrorist event came to a close, Mikyo-chan transferred into Ashino Hara Academy. Sketchy, more like dangerous because of the next line. Honestly, I wouldn't use the word dangerous here because they're not actually dangerous, right? they're just a bunch of retards. A bunch of like idiots. So I wouldn't use the word dangerous. I like the word sketchy. I like the word sketchy, so we'll keep it like that. Yeah. into 足の原学園中等部1年生 into first year of middle school. At This is good. Transferred into the first year of middle school at Ashinohara Gakuen, Ashinohara Academy, right before winter break. I want to include the Hampanajiki. Hampanajiki means like it's a weird time. It is a very weird time. The context do matter. Got it. Okay. First, let's talk about this. Hampanajiki. It is a very weird time to transfer in, isn't it? It's right before winter break. Normally, you would think like, okay, let's transfer in like at the start of the spring semester, maybe. Like nobody really transfers in right before the holiday, do they? It'd be sort of like you transfer in, right? And then you introduce yourself, and then you don't have time to make friends or make any relationships, and then it's the break. And then when you come back, you're sort of like there because like you've technically been introduced, but then like nobody really knows you, so nobody really comes approach you, and you're just there for the rest of the semester, which it sounds like a terrible thing to do. I mean, unless if you're like really outgoing and you go like, hey guys, you know, like, hey, I'm the new kid, you know, like, hey, let me in. But Mikio-chan does not seem like that kind of character. Okay, how do we include the sort of like it's a weird time into the sentence? Maybe if we break up the sentence. It was right before winter break. It was a Hampanajiki. It was a pretty weird time for it, considering how winter break was right around the corner. I think that would serve. That would suffice. Sketchy people do transfer. What are you talking about? Are you saying that you've had transfer students in your school which were sketchy? Which would probably make for a good story. It would probably make for a fun story. I don't think I've ever had anything like that. To be honest though, I never really got to know my classmates, because I don't know if this is a thing for everybody, but like I was pretty much just like I just hung out with my small group of friends, and I didn't really know much about everybody else. I don't know if this is, this is something that happens to everybody. I imagine maybe not. But like I just hung out with my small group of friends, and yeah, it was all guys, of course, and so I didn't really know what happened with the other girls and other people. Like, you know, like there'll be people who are like, you know, like so and so are going out, and I'll be like, what? And then they'll be like, what? Did you not hear? They started going out like 2 months ago, and I'll be like, this is the first I'm hearing of it. I was not very plugged in. No. I'm just kidding. I'm imagining Taiji with his girlfriends with a calculator in his chest pocket. The calculator in my chest pocket was when I was in elementary school. I don't think I did that anymore in high school. Yeah, I didn't. Oh yeah, no. In high school, we all wore polo shirts, so no calculators there. I think I stopped in middle school, probably. Yeah. But yes, it was all the nerdy people. Everybody in my group was all the nerdy people. It was all the people with the best grades in the class. So I technically had really good grades too. I guess it's normal to have small groups instead of knowing the whole school. Is it? Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Winter break is right around the corner. As for her 中学 debut, how to translate debut? Her debut? Okay, the rain has gotten harder. You probably definitely hear the rain now. Whenever I see the rain now, so like I work at home now, right? So whenever I see the rain, I just feel sad for everybody else. Like, and I feel so freed. Like, oh, I don't have to deal with this shit anymore. I feel bad for all you people out there who have to deal with it. So bad. Her debut was largely uneventful. かもなく、不可もなく. See, like this is like a whole phrase, right? It just basically says like it wasn't good and it wasn't bad. It was, it was like it was meh. Basically, just meh. Definitely just meh. Wasn't bad and wasn't good. It was basically just meh. Yeah, I like that, sort of. Because the Japanese took the effort to make it a bit more wordy. So, let's also make it a bit more wordy. And this is one of the benefits to doing this as a translation, right? This would probably not pass in an official translation. Alright, see you, Lo. Thank you for reading the rest of the series. I live in the southern hemisphere, so I wasn't understanding what the problem was. School here starts and ends together of the year. But just Googled and learned Japan goes from April to March. Yes. I mean... No. Like, even regardless of Japan's weird, like, school schedule thing, like, this... It would be weird because like break is right before the corner, right? Like even without consideration of how the semester thingy works, it's just like imagine like having a kid, like say your school breaks for winter break on let's do this like this, yeah. I'd say school breaks for winter break on the 17th, and then you have a kid transfer in, say on the 10th. And that would just be weird, just by merit of the fact that there's only like 1 week for them to sort of get to know people, and then everybody's just off for like 2 weeks or whatever until when school comes back on like the 10th or something, right? That would be a really long winter break, but you know what I mean, right? Like that's what's weird about it, basically. But yes, Japan does have weird semester thingies. みきおちゃんは編入前に自己紹介カンペを作っていて、そこには人類は滅亡するとか超能力者を崇めよとか書いてあって心配だったのが、いざ自己紹介するときになったら ひよって小声でボソボソ当たり障りのないことを言っていた。自分がいつもやばいことを言っている自覚はあるらしい。Another やばい。Another やばい。See, it's just so easy to use this word. You can use it everywhere for everything. Okay. Before Mikio-chan had made a script for her self-introduction beforehand. And on the script, she had put lines like humanity should be erased. 人類を滅亡する or and 超能者を崇めよ and worship and espers should be worshipped. I was somewhat alarmed. Let's do it like this. I was somewhat alarmed to see lines like on there, but when it came time to actually introduce herself to her class, she reverted to saying the generic stuff in a small mumble. In other words, she was aware that how she was self-aware. Damn the lightning! Damn. Okay, you're really hearing the rain now. I would think. Boom. You know, like so in Hong Kong here, I'm gonna make a detour. I have all the time in the world today to make detours. No, not go. No. No, that's not it. I have all the time in the world to make detours today, so I'm gonna do all the detours I want. So this is T3. So it's basically the signal for typhoons in Hong Kong. Like we call them typhoons, right? Tropical cyclones or whatever. I call them typhoons, whatever. So right now it's T3, and let me see if there's like a whole thing here. So in Hong Kong we have it goes from T1 to T3 to T8, and then maybe after 8 is like 9 and 10. This almost never happens. So basically this is like doesn't matter. It's raining like a tiny bit, you can still go out. If you don't really mind getting a little bit wet, you don't even need an umbrella, whatever. And this is like, it's raining really hard. It's really raining. Then this is when it's raining so hard that people don't have to go to work or go to school. So basically everybody wishes for T8. We want T8. And so last night it was T3, and my sister came home, and then she came into my room and she was like, I have a dream. Do you know what my dream is? And I'm like, for equality. And then she was like, no, my dream is for it to be T8 tomorrow. And then I was like, hey man, good luck with that. Well, clearly her dream did not come true, because in order for her to not go to work today, like it'd have to be T8 before 7 o'clock. But clearly it didn't happen. It's still T3 right now, and so sucks to be her. But yeah, basically I hate rain. I basically hate rain. Especially I hate it when it's raining so hard that it's like T3 or something, and it's not quite hard enough so that you have to stay home. Right, like that tiny part between when it's raining too hard and it's just raining fucking hard. That just sucks so bad, right? Like you still have to go to work, but it's raining really hard. Cyclone warning. Are you gonna be okay? It's fine. If you're thinking of twisters, that's not what it is. It's not twisted. It's a hurricane, basically. It's a hurricane. Like we call hurricanes typhoons. Basically, it is. And then apparently the official name is tropical cyclone. Nobody actually calls it that. It's basically a hurricane, and it's fine. We have those all the time. Well, I wouldn't say all the time. This is like rainy season now, so it's like this is the first tropical cyclone of the year or something like that. I think I saw some news article about that. Gentle rain. What's gentle rain? In other words, she was aware how alarming the stuff she usually said was. Penguin, hey, how you doing? It's funny because like when I when I see your name now, like there was that like Penguin VTuber who debuted the other day, wasn't there? びっくりしましたよ。学5年生ぐらいの新章で長い闘病生活を引き不健康に痩せていている次郎。今日I don't want to start the paragraph the same way. Despite being a middle school first year, Mikyo-chan's height was only that of Mikyo-chan was only as tall as a primary 5th year? What do you call them? As a grade 5. How should we do this? As a grade 5, as a 5th year in primary. You mean Petra? Yeah, no, like 2 other Penguin VTubers. I'll also get confused whenever I see my name. Yes, I mean Petra. She's apparently doing a Japanese-only stream tonight or something. Wasn't it? I think I saw somebody talk something about that. So I was thinking of checking her out because of that. Like, normally I don't really check out the EN girls, just in Hall Life or Niji-san, because you know, like there's nothing to say. Like I'm there to translate, so there's no point if there's no need to translate. So yeah, okay, her stream is not up yet, it looks like. Doesn't look like she has anything up for. Is it today? Is it supposed to be day? Where's her schedule? Don't see the schedule. I'm making all the detours today. So bad. So tonight, yeah, tonight, 8 o'clock. So you might see me there. Maybe. We'll see. Was only as tall as a 5th year in primary school. Looked was somewhat unhealthily thin from her long hospital life. Is that what do you call it? 闘病生活 Long convalescence. Is that the right word? Let's go convalescence. Is that what I think it means? What was it? Plasma. Let's go convalescence. Nah, the convalescence means recovering, right? But she was, it just, here it's trying to say like she was just sick for a long time. And her skin was only as tall as a 5th year in primary school, and her long being sick made her look unhealthily thin and pale. Her long something. She's a translaholic, to be expected, pretty much. Do not let the translation come without being distracted. Hospitalization. Her long hospitalization is weird because this is like a weird place because she's been hospitalized basically her entire life. Her entire life she's been living in a hospital. So I don't know. My distraction time. I've been watching so many VTubers. I think I hit the human limit of snipping. Legit, I'm almost watching VTubers 24/7 these days. Even when you're sleeping. Even when you're sleeping. Do you keep it like on in the background or what? I don't know, man. I don't know about this. Let's see if we can get like a better synonym for this. Her long being sick. No, this is all about getting better from being sick. No, I want a word for it, just being sick. Sounds being sick. Being sick of it. Of illness. Of something like illness, yeah? Her long-term illness sick for so long had left her looking. There we go. And being sick, I was only as tall as a 5th year in primary school, and being sick for so long had left her looking unhealthily thin and pale. There we go. I like that. You sure? Nice. In the background, yes. Also, sleep 4 hours and 3 streams open constantly. Why? Why you do this to yourself? That's a bit unhealthy. I don't know. You know, I'm not one to comment on people's living styles or whatever. Such a annoying word to pronounce 陰鬱な表情が顔に張り付いてはいるものの美少女だ。ご両親の方針で勉強はがっちりやっていたので、中1にしてすでに中2レベルの学力がある一方、運動はクソほど苦手で50メートルも完走できない。Because of her parents' educational policy. Wait, no, I missed a line. She looked gloomy. Is inked, yeah, gloomy. Sort of like she looked gloomy, but was actually always had a gloomy look plastered on her face, but was actually pretty cute. Because of her parents' educational policy, she was you want to thought your diction that translating is bordering on unhealthy. It's not. You're warning of translator sickness. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's not unhealthy. I mean, basically, thinking about it. Hold on. Thinking about it. Hold on, I'm thinking about my schedule now. What did I do with my schedule? So basically, I wake up at like 6:30. And 6:30 to about 7:30, I check my emails, Discord, stuffies, and watch a little YouTube. Then 7:30 to 12, work. So that's translating, right? And then 12 to 2, lunch. So that's watching stuff also. And then 2 to 6 is work. And then 6 to 8 is dinner plus shower. And 8 to 12 is work. So that's... And then sometimes... And then I translate VTubers sometimes. I mean, this basically only ever happens sort of in these times. Well, I mean, this is actually most of the day anyways. sometimes 7 to 8. Sometimes. Because they would stream in 8 p.m. Basically this is 8 p.m. JST. So they would do that. So then I'll do this. Which is... I mean, yes, I'm pretty much spending my entire day translating, but I mean, that's my job, right? that's my job. Got some cookies. Oh, you're back. Welcome back. Do you cook your own meals? No. I go buy food from downstairs. So basically, we have Food Panda here, but it's basically like Uber Eats, basically. So I would order the food, and then I'll go down to pick it up myself. That's sort of like my my quote unquote exercise for the day. Cause I can't bear having it delivered to me, it's so much more expensive. Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Cause like food pickup, right? So for ours it's Food Panda, so not Uber Eats. So on Food Panda, like if you pick up, you get 20% off. And there's no delivery fee. So like I've seen it's quite common where like a food would be say $50 if you pick it up, but then like because there's 20% more, it becomes like, what is it, like 5, 10, it becomes like $60, and they would plus $20 for delivery, so it becomes $80. Like, that's ridiculous. $80 for $50 food is more than double. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So I go pick up my own food. so cheap. Very cheap. Tashi, I spent quite some time with you, at least I think I have, and holy moly, your brain is basically wired to think about anything translation related on a subconscious level. Pretty much. Yep. Delivery service do be expensive. Yeah. It's absolutely ridiculous. Almost never do delivery except for pizza. Yes, that's true. Because for pizza is different. Because like when they deliver it, they have it in like a warm box, like it's like a temperature thingy, and so like when it comes out, it's like it's still hot, nice. Except I don't really eat pizza much nowadays, because it's expensive in Hong Kong. Pizza in Hong Kong is expensive, you know. Like if you want a whole pizza, I don't know the sizes. Is this a 9-inch? Let me get a ruler. Yes, 9-inch. So like normal size so big pizza is like 12-inch or something, right? So like normal size is 9-inch, and like a whole 9-inch pizza is $100. That's ridiculous. It's 100 Hong Kong dollars, which is like normally I can get like a pretty good meal for $50, so it's double, and that's just the pizza. And you can't just only have pizza, right? You have to like have drinks and stuff with it, and like you have to have like soup with it and stuff like that. So I don't know. I only have pizza when I'm with friends, and then we can share the cost. But then that means that I don't get to have the whole pizza. So payoffs. Okay, because of her parents' education policy, she had actually been quite diligent with her studies, and was now going through second year material, despite being a first year. In contrast, she was absolutely terrible at sports, and could not even run 50 meters in one go. Talk about 50 meters. I'm going on all the detours today. All the fucking detours. 50 meters is surprisingly long. Did you know that? I mean, because I rarely run, because I'm terrible at exercise. But when I was like younger, I would want to do like, like you think like 50 meters is it's nothing, because like people do like 100 meters and whatever. 50 meters is nothing, so let's go like full speed, But like I would run out of steam also around like 30 meters or something. I would still run, but I couldn't run at full speed for 50 meters. I'm terrible. content. How much is that in US dollar? There you go. For a pizza. For a 9-inch pizza, okay. 9-inch only. If it's like a 12-inch, it would be 150. $20. 20 US bucks. For a 12-inch pizza. It's expensive in Hong Kong. クラスメイトたちは転校生への興味と可愛さでみきょちゃんに近づいていくが、せっかく自己紹介で隠したのに一瞬で猫かぶりが取れて学園に姿勢のウイルスを効率よくばらまく方法熱心に早口で語り出したらするため、うわーという顔をして離れていく。悲しい。Why? みきょちゃん is terrible. Her classmates approached her out of curiosity about the new transfer students and because of her cuteness. But her effort in how do you say neko kaburu? In putting up a front. She didn't really put up a front, did she? But her effort she had put up during her self-introduction came off almost immediately as she started passionately going on, passionately expounding on the most efficient way to spread a deadly virus around the school. The kids just went, should I go? Naiwa! Kept away. Sad. Kanashi. You know what? Let's do PN. Let's do Sag. It's terrible. There's this one time at my age, I ran half of 50 meters for a bus. I'm dead. No. There was this one time I ordered some food. It was raining. The delivery man didn't find the food I ordered in the first restaurant, so I had him go to 3 other places. What? I didn't know this delivery service to my city was only by bike, so when he arrived with my food more than an hour later, he was all wet. I never felt so sorry for ordering a service. How does that work? How? You order like a food and then like they have to go to a restaurant to get it for you? How does that work? Isn't it like when you go to like Food Panda or something, like you specify the restaurant and then you specify the food and then you send in the order and you pay with your credit card, whatever, and then they make the food and then the rider go pick up the food and bring it to you, right? And if the restaurant didn't have that food, they would call you up and go like, I'm sorry, we don't have that food. Can you order something else? Isn't that how that works? Why would this person have to go to 3 other restaurants? That's terrible. I mean, like not on you. Like that's the app is terrible. Why would that happen? What? Yeah, so that's why. If you can't tell, I am currently watching So I'm a Spider, so what? 総評としてなんか変なやつが来ちゃったなという感じのようだ。中1だからね、そういうこじらせたやつもいるさ。General opinion was weirdos transferred in, considering their age. It wasn't all that it wasn't all that uncommon to see see kids like that. He's chuny だからね。chuny. I love being chuny. 軽く惹かれているが嫌われてはおらず、いじめや仲間外れの気配は今のところない。ここからどう転ぶかはみきこちゃん次第だろう。As such, they did not, although they were slightly turned off, slightly repulsed. Other kids did not particularly dislike her, and there was no indication of bullying. How things develop from this point on would be completely up to Mikio-chan herself. We talked directly with the delivery man in this app. He sent me a message telling me there wasn't what I ordered, so I just texted him to go to other place. I didn't put much thought to it. I see. Oh dear. Well, in that case, it's the restaurant's fault, I suppose. Because the restaurant should have told you that they don't have the thing and to ask you to order something else, I guess. I read the web novels before the official LN translations happened for Kumo Desunga, and damn, a bunch of things were changed up in the LN from what I've seen in the anime. Now I want to read the LNs, but I can't bring myself to go through so many volumes since I'm busy with a lot of things these days. VTubers, 24/7. You know what? You can have the VTubers up, and then you can like read a book, and then you can also listen to Sui-chan's latest covers, latest releases. Then you have like input, sensory input for your eyes, and for your ears, and it's terrible. It's terrible. Take it easy, bro. Take it easy. We don't talk to the restaurant. This is the delivery man. Yeah. No. Like for my app also, for Food Panda, we don't talk to the restaurant, we talk to the delivery man also. Like it's like a texting thing, but it's just like if the restaurant doesn't have the food, they should call you because the restaurant would have your phone number. Like okay, the restaurant would have my phone number, so the restaurant would call me if they didn't have the food, which has happened a few times. But that's fine, and then the restaurant would decline the order that I put in, and then my credit card would get refunded or whatever. And then like I can choose to order something else at the same restaurant, or I can just order something else at another restaurant, basically. Anyways, it's my first time using it. Well, there you go. Now you know how to use it. I can't. My brain is already fried from watching 3 VTubers constantly. Can't really add much on top of it. You're weak. Get good, man. Get good. No, I'm kidding. I shouldn't say that. When you're taking the time to watch me. Thank you for watching me. Take care of yourself. That's all I can say, man. 遺伝子治療や編入にまつわるごたごたをこなしている間も超能力者たちの成長は続いていて、うまくやればみきおちゃんも戦えるほどになっている。特筆すべきはみきおちゃんの影や物理干渉力を持つに至った頃だろう。コップを持ち上げるのが精一杯の貧弱出力であるが、影を使って物を動かすことができる。対テロリスト戦闘でこの超能力がどう使うのか見ものだ。During all the gota gota, all the fuss. It's not quite fuss, is it? Gota gota, all the complications. They weren't really complications. During everything surrounding the genetic treatment. Is that what we call it? Genetic treatment. 遺伝子治療 Gene therapy. There we go. Gene therapy and the transfer was going on. Mikyo-chan's power as an Esper was still getting good. Time to go on my training arc. Time to go on my training arc. I can't let my human limits hold me back. I suggest reading Kumako's Ellen. I really liked the web novel, so I was afraid the changes would make it. But overall, they were all enjoyable. The light novel is more realistic. Is it? So I read the web novel, and I sort of dropped it basically. I don't know if I can spoil it. But basically, there was like a sort of an abrupt change, and then I wasn't really on board with the change, and so I dropped it basically. Miko-chan was still growing steadily. Now, depending on the circumstances, she could fight in battle as well. 特筆すべきはミカちゃんの影。The most noteworthy development was that her shadows could now interact with matter. コップを持ち上げる。And the output was still very weak. It took all she had to lift up a cup. But it was indeed 影を使って物を動かすことができる。But she could indeed move things. She could indeed move things with her shadows. I was curious to see how she would use her powers in battle against the terrorists. I'd honestly love to pick up the light novel, but I already have over 200 light novel series on my backlog, and I'm also constantly reading 4 series, and it's hard to add more. I start when it catches up to where the web novel is, though. Bro, so you are reading. God damn. So one thing about the Spider series thing is like the way she gains levels and skills it's very like boom 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 boom, you know. It's very quick. I liked the series when I read it, up until when I said I dropped it, you know, in the web novel. But it was seeing it in anime, it's a bit weird. It's not as good as I remember it being, but I was a bit younger back then, I suppose. So one thing is, I have a few gripes about it. One thing is, she gets everything too easily, way too easily. There's no actual training or whatever. There was one part that really took me out, which was when she was fighting the monkeys, like near the beginning, because I just started the series. She was fighting like a whole group of monkeys, right? And then like she got the level ups from fighting the superior monkeys, but like she apparently killed a lot of the lower tier monkeys, and she didn't get any XP from that, which was just weird for me. Like it showed her like there were 4 of the superior monkeys, and for each one she defeated, she got like an extra level. But like apparently from the animation during the process, she killed like, I don't know, like at least 30, at least like a fuck ton of the like the weaker monkeys, and she didn't get any levels from that. I'm like, how does that figure? That doesn't figure at all. But anyways, it's whatever. I try not to read too much into this sort of thing when I watch it. You know, it's oh flashy, yay, nice. I can only imagine Penguin reading a book in each hand and watching 3 VTubers on the TV, computer, and cell phone all at the same time. So basically, kuhaku. Basically, kuhaku. Controlling 4 characters at the same time with both hands and both feet. Ni, ganba. Oh, yatte yaru yo! 初めての学園生活を不安がったみきょちゃんのおねだりに負け、冠城さんの鳩に一斉で篠原学園中等部の清掃員として雇われたしげじいはみきょちゃんより早く超能力に目覚めたこともあり、成長は頭打ちになりつつあり、空間能力の射程は5メートルでストップ。PSI ドライブを中継すれば距離制限はあってなきがごとし、だから5メートルでも十分とは言える。How should we do this? Feeling anxious about her first time going to school. Mikio-chan begged Kaburagi-san to let Shigeji work at the school as a janitor. Of course, this was only took a single word from Kaburagi-san and it came to be. Single word from her. Okay, no, hold on, because what we're doing is we're basically redoing the sort of everything here. 初めての学園生活を不安がったみきょちゃん。See, if I'm gonna do this straight, like if I'm gonna do this direct, if this is a direct translation, it would be like Kaburagi-san gave in to Mikio-chan gave into the plea from Mikio-chan, who was feeling anxious going to school for the first time and used her authority to get Shigeji employed as a janitor. So this would be like sort of it's grammatically correct, but I don't know about this. So, おねだりできる。Kuhaku, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. What happened to the light novels? I read it up until the light novel with the one in the past. What happened after that? Pestering, pleading, coaxing, begging. Please, it's sort of like, please, pretty please, with strawberries on top. You know, I never got that. I don't like strawberries. You know, I don't like strawberries. The other day, my sister got me cake. Well, she didn't get me cake. She and her boyfriend had cake, and then like they had leftover, and they brought it back, and like she shared the remainders with me. That makes it sound bad. That's fine because we all like cakes. It's fine. And it was basically chocolate cake with strawberries on top, right? And I don't like strawberries, so basically I just gave her all my strawberries. I don't know. So. Oh wait, no, the saying is pretty please with cherries on top. I don't like cherries either. Yes. I sound so picky. No. I mean, I guess I am picky. I mean, I wouldn't say no. Like if someone gave it to me to eat, I'll be like, okay, thank you, I'll eat it. But like if given a choice, I wouldn't eat it. So bad. Let's do this. Begged Kaburagi-san. How should we do this? Plea, petition, entreaty, supplication, pleading, was feeling anxious about going to school for the first time, begged Kaburagi-san to use her authority to get Shigeji employed as a janitor. Nah, this one isn't as good because it doesn't include the fact that Kaburagi-san basically said yes. It's just like she begged, and then did it work? Did it not work? I don't know. So this is not as good. I'm so sorry for bringing strawberry milk all the time. That is fine. That's fine. Like, I don't mind other people liking strawberry. I mean, I don't mind people liking the things they like. I don't like strawberry. That's all. And I don't hate it to the fact. It's not like I can't eat it. I can eat it. It's just I prefer not to eat it. That's all. And that's just a me thing, you know. I'm totally fine with people liking it. As I said, I gave my strawberries to my sister. She likes them, so it's like, you know, you can have it. I don't want it. Absolutely fine. Are you still drinking strawberry milk for breakfast every day, though? You said you were drinking too much of it recently, though. How's that going? And totally imagine Shigeji acting like he fought terrorists used and ruining everything. Hey, no spoilers. I'm kidding. Kaburage-san, give in to Mikio-chan's, please. See, the thing is, I can't switch this. I can't make this Mikio-chan's, please, because I have to include this. So, like, this has to be connected to this. You know what? I think I might just go with this one. I might just screw this. Might just go with this one. Yeah. Strawberry milk all the way. Good for you. Good for you. I don't have as much of a problem with strawberry flavored things. That's, you know, it's that's fine. It's just, I don't like strawberries itself. Cause the reason is I'm very sensitive to sour things. Like even if something is like a little bit sour, I would get the like ooh face, you know, the umeboshi face. Yeah. This one. Even if it's like a little bit sour, I would get it. I'll feel it in the back of my jaw. I don't know if this means anything to you guys. Like at the back of my jaw, like right in front of my ear, like I would get that weird feeling there, like even if it's like a little bit sour. So that's why I generally don't like citric fruits. I mean, pretty much the only fruit I like is apple, pretty much. Mikio-chan より早く小6に目覚めたからのあり成長頭打ちになりつつある。Reaching a peak, plateauing. Oh wait, no, hold on a fucking second. Hold on. No, hold on. Oh fuck, no. Most worthy development. This line is for both of them. Hold on, no, because this is entirely wrong. Now, this is entirely wrong, because the focus is Shigeji. Hold on, let me fix this first. Two latest members' powers as espers were still growing steadily. Now, depending on circumstances, they could fight in battle as well. Most worthy development for Mikio-chan was that her shadows could. And then this, the line here should be Shigeji. Shigeji is the subject. Hold on. Shigeji, who had gotten hired as a janitor at Shinohara Gakuen due to Kaburagi-san giving in to Mikio-chan's please. This is a lot of information. Who are gone hard due to Mikio-chan was feeling anxious about going to school for the first time. Kaburagi-san. Have I ever told you the reason for my love for strawberry milk? Very wild and lengthy story. You have not. Tell it. Tell it. Is it not because you like milk and you like strawberry and so, boom? No. Is there like a whole story? Like you were parched, you were in the desert, and there was no drinks all around, but suddenly the person behind you appears. And it was strawberry milk. You drank it. It was like the taste of life. It was life in liquid form. You drank it. You were... Your thirst was sated. And when you got back to civilization, now you live under the banner of strawberry milk. I don't know. I'm shit at writing stories. So, there are too many subjects in the sentence. What should I do? Should I break it up? Like, so the rest of the sentence is okay. Look. If you see it in the look at this fucking thing. This entire thing is one whole fucking sentence. All of this, fucking hell. So this part is everything that we've gotten so far. This is so this is talking about how like Shigeji's powers are sort of like reaching their growth ceiling because he started earlier than Mikio-chan. And this part is about how like his range had stopped at 5 meters. Hold on, sorry, I bumped the mic. This is a lot of information. And I can't really put this information anywhere else because there's no in-text context for it anywhere else. Right now, all this information is sort of here, just sort of to expound on Shigeji. It's sort of like here because of the subject being Shigeji. I can't make it its own sentence, can I? Hold on. That was actually pretty close to what I was about to say, really? Really? Here's the story. It all started when I got a flat tire in the middle of nowhere. Had to walk 32 km. 8 hours? You have to walk 8 hours to the nearest gas station. Hold on, so single way 8 hours? So double way 16 hours? Fuck! Fuck! Where? Where the fuck is this? Holy shit! Holy shit! 8 hours! Goddamn! Could you not call anything? Could you not call like a tour or something? Goddamn! Shigeji, who had due to Kaburagi-san giving in to Miko-chan, who was anxious about and ended up begging for it. Shigeji, who had gotten hired as a janitor at Ashinahara Gyakuen, due to Kaburagi-san giving in to Miko-chan, who was anxious about going to school for the first time and then begging for it. Hold on, let's sort of write it out. Shigeji, who had gotten hired as a janitor at Ashinahara Gakuen Academy, due to Kaburagi-san giving in to Mikio-chan, who was anxious about going to school for the first time and ended up begging for it. Beg for it. So obviously we can't have two who's. It just reads weird. But can we make this nicer? I'm sort of like stuck between these two right now. This one I quite like, but it does need some work. Shigeji, fucking long sentence. Shigeji, who had gotten hired as a janitor at Ashinahara Academy because Mikio-chan begged for it out of her anxiety. Begged for it. About going to school for the first time. Now this reads very, very awkward. Okay, to the nearest gas station to get someone to tow the car since I didn't have my phone with me. Why didn't you have your phone with you? It was also sometime at night, so there weren't any cars, and by the time I got to the gas station, the sun started rising. Oh man, it was nighttime. That's terrible. It was also really hot, so I was parched as heck. And all that was on my mind was to get me a drink to end the pain. And I entered the combini and subconsciously reached out for strawberry milk. And damn! Strawberry milk damn saved your life. You gotta be thankful for that shit for the rest of your life now. You remove the first who and the sentence still makes sense. No, because thing is, this isn't a full sentence, right? It is not a full sentence. And we have to continue with was nearing his growth ceiling due to having started his training earlier than Mikyo-chan. It continues. The sentence fucking continues. I have so many versions of it now. Yeah, even I'm confused now. I need more space. I think we can go without this. Yeah, I think we can go without this because there's no comparison between Mikyo-chan and Shigeji, who was or who's already nearing his growth ceiling. Started this stream early. I think I like this. I think I like this. No, I like this. I think I got it. Yeah! Yay! Delete it. Delete. Delete として。Yes! M dashes. Fuck yeah! Thank you, M dashes. Thank you, M dashes. Thank you. So I sat down and took that sip, and all I can say is, I don't think I've had a drink as good as what I've had that day. Thankfully, everything turned out well after that. Got into the tow truck with an employee, and we drove back to the car and picked up, so I didn't have to suffer the way back. Damn, that's a whole story. That is a whole story. It is a whole lengthy story. Nice. So it is basically strawberry milk saved your life. Nice. Now I will remember. Now I will remember you as the person whose life was saved by strawberry milk. So, yee.空間能力の射程は5メートルでストップ。The range of his spatial powers was now set in stone at 5 meters. 5 meters. 皆さん、誰も中立すれば距離制限はあって、なきがごとしだから。Which was more than enough, as PSI drives could serve to extend the range without limits. よし。I would suggest a comma between academy and courtesy. Let me see. Courtesy. Now, who's now working as a janitor at Ashinohara? Academy courtesy of Kaburagi-san. Maybe not. Nah, I don't think we need one. I don't think we need one. Yeah, I think we're good. ただ、縦横無尽。ただ、縦横無尽、自由自在に瞬間移動を繰り返し、敵を翻弄するテレポートおじいちゃんを見れないのは少し残念だ。射程が5メートルでは、縦横無尽とは言いにくい。I was slightly disappointed that we wouldn't get to see a grandpa toying with enemies by teleporting wherever he wanted. So, I'm not gonna be able to translate this whole thing. 縦横無尽. So it's like left basically everywhere. And then 自由自在 also everywhere. Teleporting everywhere in everywhere. So normally this would be by running circles around his enemies, right? Normally this would be toying with enemies by running circles around them. Here we're trying to use this, but with teleporting. Toying with his enemies, by teleporting. In circles all around them. Right. Sorry for that long tangent. No, it's fine. I asked for it. that was a cool story too. thanks for sharing it. Uh-oh, someone pinged me. What's going on? Oh, okay, no, it's fine. By teleporting circles all around them. In circles? Does this even work? Because it's not running anymore. Wasn't a whole lot of freedom. It's a range of only 5 meters. keep this in for now and I'll think about it in post. I think today's the first time that I said the word in post. Alright. It's fine. I usually say it all the time. テラスイベントはカブラギさんががっちり計画練ってくれていて、いろいろなルートが要素される。一番可能性が高いのはテロリストが本物だと気づいたミキョちゃんがシゲジに助けを求め、シゲジと協力して撃破するルートだが、果たしてどうなるか。超能力者たちは揃えも揃って変人ばかりだから、予想を取りに行くこともあれば、予想を大きく外して消え上がることもある。それが楽しみでもあり、不安でもある。Kaburagi-san had thoroughly planned out every detail of the terrorist event. いろいろなルートを予想される。predicting, basically. Forecasting. Predicting every development she could think of. I thoroughly planned out every detail of the terrorist event, making preparations for every development she could think of. 一番可能性が高いのは、the greatest possibility was that Mikio-chan would go look for Shigeji as soon as she realized the terrorists were real. And they would cooperate to beat them back. Now there's too many them and they. The most likely possibility was that Mika-chan would go look for Shigeji as soon as she realized the terrorists were real, and they would work together. To defeat the intruders. However, there was no telling how things would really go. How the cookie crumbles. 5 meters sounds like a lot, as long as the enemy isn't a giant. How much is 5 meters? I actually didn't stop to think about it. How much is 5 meters? Let's go 5 meters. What is this? 5 meters tall. That's quite a lot, actually. Huh. Okay, we're getting a lot of math problems here. Okay, a dude is 1.7 meters around. That's basically my height. So basically, twice my height and a bit more. That is quite a lot, actually, if you think about it. Because right now I'm looking at my bed. If I'm thinking twice my bed and a little bit more. And that's the radius, not the diameter. That's the radius. That is quite a lot, actually. But oh well. 5 meters is like 3 doors on top of each other. Yeah. Compared to our MC, it's kind of minuscule. Well, I mean, anything compared to Sago's range. He can reach all the way to Mars. So that's anything is minuscule to him. Every last Esper was a complete weirdo. Things could go to plan, but could just as easily go completely off the storyboard. This was both a source of excitement. I both looked forward to it and dreaded it. This both made me excited and uneasy. 何にせよ、明日はいよいよテロリストイベント当日だ。今のうちに撮影カメラの点検をしておこう。In any case, regardless, the terrorist event was tomorrow. No, let's make this a thought. Let's make this a thought. Is tomorrow. Gotta make sure. Let's make sure that all our cameras are working perfectly. Wow, we still have time. Make sure all the cameras are in perfect working order. I think that is it. I think that is it. ということがこれです。I think that is the entire chapter. But yeah, I'm close to catching up on one of my Ellen, so I was thinking pick up Black Summer next. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You enjoy it. I hope. I hope. It's one of those things where, like, you know, if I could go back, and there are things that I would change, but you know, it's fine. Overall, it's a great story, and it's still ongoing. So yay! And so if you catch up, then you can finally understand all my all my tweets and everything. So yep. All right, this is a pretty small chapter, 6 pages, basically 5.5. Pretty short. So we did our best to detour as much as today, but that is about it for today. 今日はここまでということになります。Thank you everyone for joining in, for watching, and thank you for all the suggestions. And I am gonna go edit this and make sure that we get it published properly this Saturday. Yay! That's it. Yep. As I said, today is shorter because yeah, we basically started here, and with the thing in the middle, but then like there's like all this shit at the bottom. That's not it. So basically, yeah, it was shorter today. And so yep, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Let me see. Next thing is what is my next thing? All right, piano stream on Thursday, 2 days later. So that's it. Thank you very much for coming. What is this? Wait, Taishi, before you leave, I just remembered. What happened to Minecraft streams? Those, basically, I stopped doing those. Basically, I stopped doing this because I don't have time. I only have time for like one regular thing. So basically now, my schedule is basically like... My schedule basically is... Now, here, let me sort of get out my schedule. Don't look at that. Not showing you my files. So this is my schedule now, right? This week's schedule. So basically what's happening now is So all these releases, it happens. It just happens. These are just like the manga and the light novel and also Secret Org every once in a while. This is just actual streaming, right? So now basically my streaming is I only stream about 3 times every week. So there's Secret Org, which is this usual thing, every Tuesday morning. Then Friday is Yakuza, which I can't do this week because I'm crunching my deadline, so I took it off. But that's my like usual steady thing, and that's the afternoon on Fridays. And Thursday is like just an hour, so I keep this up, just because piano is a good thing to keep up. Instruments is always good to keep up an instrument. And then this is like a new thing that I'm trying, where it's like Sunday, it's like the usual Reddit shitpost review. I'm doing like a watch along. So Wednesday is sort of like, if I really want to do like an extra thing, I would do it on Wednesday. But like now I want to keep it as sort of like for like things I'm doing like a one-off or like a quick 2 off, if that makes sense. Like I do have something planned for next week for Wednesday, and that might be 2 weeks, but then after that I plan to have Wednesday sort of just free so that I can like do like smaller games or like just like weird ideas I have. So that's sort of what I'm doing. So basically I don't have time for Minecraft anymore. Like Yakuza is basically taking the place of being like the steady game that I'm gonna play going forward. Yeah. So yep, no more Minecraft, because Minecraft takes a long time to get anything done. Yeah. Yep, that's it. Hype for a watch along. Didn't watch that stream, so I'm looking forward to have fun. Yeah, I mean, I thought, if we're gonna do one, we might as well start the first one, right? So it would sort of be like, so now that we have seen all the Reddit shitpost reviews, like all of them, right? This being the last one, and it's happened, and like going back to see the first one, how the first one was, it's sort of how I feel when like I pick up like a new series, I'm translating it, and I read the entire story all the way to the end, and then I go and I'm translating the start. It's sort of like, this is how we are now, and then this is how it was in the start. And it's fun just because of that contrast. So that's why I chose the Reddit watch along that I'm choosing as the first ever one. So let's hope that goes well. Yeah. All right then. Thanks everyone for coming. I hope you have a great day. Wait, what's a watch along? Okay, are we gonna do that? So basically, I am going to do a watch. that's not answering the question. It's sort of like this. Sort of. It's a bit different now because I'll be using different programs. But basically, I'm gonna have the thing. I'm probably gonna cover it entirely this time. But basically, there's gonna be a stream, and then I'm gonna be translating on it, and then we'll be basically watching it together. Basically, I'll be translating it in real time, but it's a VOD. And then, then my translations will be here on stream. I'm trying to figure out if I could have the translations sort of show up on live here on the original stream while I do it. I would have to look into that. But yeah, basically, that's what it is. Yeah, and then like we can enjoy it together. I probably won't have time to type into chat. I'll probably be speaking into the camera if I can have the brain power to speak into the camera while translating real time. But yeah, basically that's what it is. All right, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, the end part was so complicated. Lots of stuff, random stuff to say, all the stuff. That's it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you sometime eventually. Bye bye.